playing on them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want.
I just don't
if you want to, if you want to, it's y'all show. It's y'all show. Y'all want to do it? Go ahead.
Oh my goodness, bro. Hey, Jay, do you eat red apples or Granny? Or what they call them jokes?
I only eat Granny Smith apples because I don't like red apples because they get mad soft, mad quick. And I know who likes to eat a soft apple. I like a nice crunch.
I feel the same way, dog. I feel the same way. Matter of fact, every time I eat a red apple, I throw up. Like literally, like two
he didn't
bites.
Get checked out. He didn't get checked
out,
bro.
2 bites, and I'm like, it is a trip, bro.
I only like Granny Smith.
Do this.
I
don't like this. I don't like the flavor of the red apple. I feel like the green apple got a lot more juice and flavor.
If you find a good red apple. No. If you find a good red apple,
like freshly picked,
like a good red apple, like with a nice good crunch to it, that shit's fire. But like, it's hard to find one.
It's hard.
Even when you go apple picking, it's hard to find a good red apple.
That's one thing I've never done is the apple picking thing. Is it
apple? Yeah, it's a good time. Get some apple cider. You get some cinnamon. You get some cinnamon apple donuts. Bruh, that shit is fire. It's a New England thing. It's a New England thing.
Is it a New England thing? Because
that's what apple orchards
go
are.
Apple picking.
I went apple picking in Jersey, so.
Well, I just always thought it was a New England thing.
New England niggas think everything is some New England shit.
It isn't some New England shit.
It's not. It's not.
It is some New England shit.
No,
don't be hating. Don't be hating.
You just need to travel. You need to go places, bro.
I've gone places. You know
what I'm saying? Anyway, welcome back. Welcome to the No Clearance Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Where we pretty much talk to who we want. We talk about what we want, when we want it, how we want it. I don't care if you ask why.
Yeah,
you see how I tried to put all that stuff
together? We don't give a we don't give a fuck.
We are oh my bad, I'm Tyler. And here with Jay, who didn't respond quick enough. So we here with Jay.
Yeah, you kind of caught me off guard. Is y'all discombobulated at the moment?
Currently, we are blessed. We are blessed today to have someone who I consider a brother. You know what I'm saying?
My protege at one point.
Quote unquote, Jalen's protege. At
one point, he was my protege. At one point. We kind of
switched proteges. I guess.
We kind of switched proteges. You took Donald, I took Brian.
I don't, because Donald not a protege to me. He's my dog. He's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was a protege. He was my protege at one point.
All these titles.
We here with Donald Stokes. He in my phone as Deacon Donald. I don't know if I ever told him the Deacon himself.
I have him in my phone as the Menace. Donald the Menace Stokes
is here with us today. Donald, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well, man. It's nice. The fall's happening. My birthday's coming in 2 weeks.
Oh snap!
I'm employed.
What we doing? That's the question. What we doing for your birthday? Let me know.
I don't even know. I know it's Columbus Day or Indigenous Peoples Day weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll say it that
way. they done got Columbus the fuck out of here.
They don't celebrate that no more. I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. I'm just like, happy. I'm just
throw a party.
I'll
be in there like swimwear.
You see, I like doing parties, but like I feel like I'm like have to set up and plan. I just kind of want to relax my birthday.
Hey, bro,
just let it happen.
You, bro.
I don't feel like wanting to plan this.
Yo, just have people come over. You don't have to. Whoa! You don't have to do all that. Just order some pieces. Why don't you plan
something for him? What's wrong? Why don't you do something for your boy? That's supposed to be your protege.
Because my woman's birthday is next week, and I'm planning that. So
it ain't my week.
That's what I'm saying, bro. What that got to do
I'm
with
not planning
that? To do with it.
First of all,
are you planning something?
It's not my responsibility. Yeah, we're planning something.
You the one telling him to do something.
Well, so now what you do? I plan my own birthday party every year. I plan my own birthday party every year.
You have some help. I'll be on the grill.
Yeah, but that's different. You don't plan it, you just show up. And this past year, you didn't do a goddamn thing on the grill. You watched me
I was
struggle with the charcoal.
For a minute. I was on the grill for a minute.
You was not on the grill. You stood there while I was struggling with charcoal. I never used a charcoal grill before, and you knew how to use a charcoal grill, and you stood there and watched me struggle.
First of all, it wasn't even a real grill. It was a charcoal George Foreman. It was a small grill, Tyler.
It was real small. It was really small.
It was real small.
Donald, you did the right thing.
I did the right thing,
bro. You gotta let niggas struggle sometimes.
You know who helped
we got
me?
YouTube out here, niggas still struggling.
That's the thing. I looked it up on YouTube. And I was doing it wrong. I watched the wrong video. Oh shit, Donald disappeared.
Man, he
back.
Donald, please tell the listeners just a little bit about yourself, man. What you do, you know. I don't know. Anything else you would like the listeners to know?
I mean, I worked in politics, you know. Been doing that for like the last 4 years. Right now, working in higher ed, which is fun in the DEI department. I'm not sure what else you
elaborate what DEI is.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. So doing like student programming around like different like recruitment and retention of students of color on campus and everything like that, which is fun.
What school, if you don't mind me?
Endicott.
Okay. Shout out to whatever that school is. Endicott.
Endicott.
Yeah,
in Beverly. Yeah.
Sound like Endicott University.
Oh,
anyway, so okay. So you into politics. How long was you doing politics before doing the education thing?
Almost like 3 or 4 years I've been doing politics since I've been out of college, and I just wanted a break, given this past election, and everybody's very divisive now, in that political realm, and a lot of people, it's getting out a little bit out of control. So I kind of wanted to take a step back, because obviously there's more to life than just working. So it's a lot of work, a lot of hours I put into that last 4 years.
Yeah, that's interesting because I don't know too many people in that lane. So first, I got a couple questions. You know what I'm saying? What made you get into politics? And two, can you just tell us about the grind and what people in that sector actually be doing? Because from the outside looking in, it don't look like y'all do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just like y'all just come up with some stuff in your head, and then so if you don't mind describing why you picked it, and like what's the grind? What's the grind like, bro?
We do a lot in politics. One, I'm just gonna put that out there. But no, the thing that we do though is I'll say why I started. I started because I was like passionate about like issues around like affordable housing and criminal justice reform. Like that's been like my passion. A lot of people, especially in Black and brown communities, go to prison more than if white and fluid communities, right? And if you look at the housing market, there's a lot of people paying like over 30% of their income for rent, and like a lot of homelessness issues happening, in DC and Boston, whatever. So I got into politics to kind of like, fits, working around those issues. And the grind, it's a lot. There's two like parts of politics. There's the policy and the like legislation part, right? And then there's the like campaigns and elections part. And I, got to work in both. So when you talk about like actually fixing the issues, that's like the policy and elections, like what Congress does, your city administration, your mayor. And then when you're talking about the campaigns, which that's the hardest part, and it's been changing a lot in recent years. That's the grind. You're going door to door asking for people's votes. You're doing like events in the neighborhood, at the community center, going to your local church, trying to get endorsements from local community leaders or from activists or from even celebrities to try to get your candidate to win. And at times, the major parties in this country is Republicans and Democrats. It costs a lot of money to run these campaigns, and each and every election cycle, we're spending more and more millions of dollars just to get people to vote. And voting has become an issue now. If you look at states like Georgia, and you look at states like what's happening in Pennsylvania, that's becoming a lot more of an issue where they're like, restraining people, you got to have present a license. And if you think about like the history of that, going back to the civil rights movement, how that's been changing a lot, that kind of all ties into that campaigns and elections, and all ties into like the grind of you working 7 days a week, trying to get all these people to vote, trying to get them registered to vote for those who aren't, and like trying to just basically push your candidate across. Now, a lot of things in like politics, like people blame politicians for not like getting things done. And Congress it's a slow process, right? You got to like work across the aisle. You know, right now it's like kind of almost a closely evenly split between Republicans and Democrats, so you know they're not going to agree. And I find that, you know, some lawmakers, and I would say sometimes even on both sides, they play to the media, right? The media portrays them as like being more divisive, or the media portrays them as being more, you know, conflictive, or if they're always in conflict or something like that. And so it's hard to get things done because now you're trying to seem like you're putting this propaganda outfit on to get these voters, whether you're Trump supporters or whether you're, you know, far left liberals, like, you know, the Bernie supporters, like everybody's just trying to get the votes, right? And I think more people now care more about getting elected than actually fits in sometimes the issues. And I think I feel that frustration. And I don't want to say that's everybody. I feel like there's a lot of good people who are doing a lot of work that gets unnoticed, you know? And I'm not just talking about elected leaders. I'm talking about like people who work behind the scenes. But like recently, you know, people are giving up their own morals just to get elected. You know, you look at the Republican Party, you know, people who would be a moderate at one point working with Democrats because Trump is in charge. They're like now going for Trump and talking all about Biden's not doing this. Democrats are like destroying the country. We don't need to get vaccinated. So you're seeing that, and you're seeing like what people are doing because they're all scared they're going to not get elected in the next election cycle. So
yeah,
that's what's happening now.
This is what I'm curious about, right? And sorry if Jay, if I'm taking over this podcast. I'm just, my man, I don't talk to too many people who's been in politics. You know what I'm saying? Like elbows deep in this thing. If you don't get elected, okay, what do these people do after being a congressman or have held these positions?
Yeah, do they just go like unemployed? And
like it really seemed like they just totally done took an L and stuff. But I'm just curious, like, all right, if you don't get elected, what is a life after election? I mean, like losing the election.
Yeah,
I mean, all the
you just not have a job.
It all depends. You know, I mean, I will hope I believe they're fairly compensated. Okay. So I know that I'm broke.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. But like after elections, I mean, you know, some people go into creating like organizations to like, you know, for like, you know, around affordable housing, or they like doing like a foundation or something like that to help people in need. I mean, others, you know, get to like work for a company or something like that they're passionate about, whether that's in like electrical. So, you know, like, Al Gore serves on the board of Apple, you know, so. Oh, man. You know, so like a lot of people, it all depends. There's a lot of avenues. Many of them write a book. So, yeah, you know, that's what Obama has been doing. And then many people will do like, you know, speaking engagements, but, you know, it's a slow life afterwards. I don't know what to really say.
Oh, yo, where are you from?
I'm from North New Jersey.
Yo, the way you asked that, yo, where you from? Like you was trying to holler at the
brother. You want to attack me?
Where you from?
Jersey, man, Jersey.
Shout out to Newark. I just gotta let people know where he from. And can you just tell us about Newark? Just tell us about your city, bro. Like what you like about it, what you love about it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people from Newark rep Newark, so. Hey man, rep your city real quick, Donald.
Look, yeah, man. Look, North's a good place. I mean, I went to high school there. Grew up there for a long time. I mean, it's a city. It's a affluent, like a lot. It's a very black and brown community, right? Like the mayor and everybody, it's black, but it has like a lot of history, a lot of Renaissance. You know, like Queen Latifah. You know, Shaq. You know, grew up in Newark and everything like that. So we got like those.
Wait.
I mean, we got a lot. So we got a lot of activists and everything. You know.
We forgot the most famous person, Joe Budden.
No, I was talking about. Ain't Whitney Houston from Newark?
I thought he was from Patterson. He's from Newark.
I don't know where.
Ain't Whitney Houston from Newark?
Whitney Houston's from Newark too. Yeah.
I was about to say that's the most famous person. I'm like, you forgot. That's the most famous person. Bobby,
you know,
hold on. You telling me?
I don't want to hear the jokes. I don't want to hear the jokes. That's why.
Whitney Houston's more famous than Queen Latifah.
It's Whitney Houston, bro.
I don't know, bro.
I would say she's more famous than Queen Latifah.
I mean,
her life is cut short, but you know.
R.I.P.
I
ain't got nothing bad to say.
I'm just saying, I ain't got nothing bad. I'm just saying, it's Whitney Houston. It's like Whitney Houston.
I mean, like you think about what she did in the 80s and the 90s. I mean, like she did it.
Well, right now, crossover.
Right
now,
no, she was
Whitney
big.
Houston.
She was big. That's
Queen Latifah is bigger than Whitney Houston, but like
that's a fact. That's awesome.
Whitney,
bro.
Yeah, but like, Newark is just like known. We have a lot of like, celebrities from there and everything like that. But like, it's a black and brown community. We got soul food restaurants, and it's just like good to see your people out and about.
I'm just curious about how the way you grew up, because when I met Donald in college, and Donald just a different type of black man to me.
Donald,
like Donald, you the type of dude that you gotta respect, because it's like you have always been who you are. You ain't never tried to like change. You ain't like my man's first time I met him. My man was wearing some khaki pants, dress shoes.
Don't put me on blast.
Donald used to wear a suit.
I don't say this.
Donald used to wear a suit. Donald used to wear a suit on just a Tuesday, just because it was Tuesday.
But like,
I was working an internship, Jay.
Donald, if I was you, my G, like as soon as my internship was done, I'm getting out of these clothes, bro.
Yeah,
like,
he stayed in the suit the whole rest of the day. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you always been like,
hey, I'm a classic man, man.
He likes to be comfortable. He's comfortable in his dress clothes.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm just curious, like how you grew up in a city like Newark, which is I mean, from the outside in, they know for stealing people's cars. You know what I'm saying? That's just
all right. Don't talk about my city, man. That's everywhere, bro.
Let's not talk about the
DMV right there.
They got a whole movie. Bro, they got a whole movie.
I mean, they do steal cars. Because
but I say that
I know you got a story, like, Donald.
There's a whole documentary about kids.
I mean, I did get my for the record, I did get my car stolen as well. But
like, how did
for the record?
How did you or like? It just seemed like the way you move was different than your environment. That's just from me.
Even
just seeing the way you move, I'm just curious, like how was it growing up, you being who you are, being in the politics? I'm sure it was different than other people in your environment. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. My parents were strict, so I mean, Tyler, you could tell. My parents were strict. My mom didn't play any games, so. But I was out and about, like, me and my cousins and like friends, we would play basketball in the streets and everything like that, And then back in high school, we would go out to like the diners and everything like that, the mall, the same old things you did in high school. But, I was like, strict with, my parents were strict with grades, they were just big about education. My mom was always big about like, if you're not over a 3.0, you're not going anywhere. Like it was like a big strict household with that. So, I passed. I mean, I was good in school. And I did like a lot of sports. I was a swimmer and a water polo player. So that kept me busy.
Stop right there.
I knew you was going to say
you was a black man playing water polo.
Bro, I'm not going to say anything, but like from my high school, Colin Jones, who's an Olympic gold medalist swimmer, was from my high school. He grew up in Irvington. And so we had a robust program at the high school with swimming. And it was like it was a white team. It was an all black team. All black water polo.
A bunch of brothers just dominated water polo.
We were dominating the sport, And like you're going against other schools, most of these schools are like white, they've been swimming from the womb. A lot of people learned to swim at high school and they became competitive. So it was good.
I can just
bro.
imagine
it was a good
them
program.
being like, oh my God, they even athletic in the water. Shit,
bro, that's crazy, yo. That's crazy. Yo, how hard is water polo? Because the Olympics just passed. There was a black woman being the goalie for the U.S. water polo team. You know what I'm saying? It just looked like the fact that you got to tread water, which I can't do. The fact that you got to tread water for that long, and then she got to jump out the water. I don't know how y'all jump out the water like that.
Yeah, okay. Is the water?
Bro, it's a hard sport. It's the
water.
Like, you got to tread. Yeah, so in the Olympic pool for water polo, it's all around 12 feet. So it's not even a rest break or anything.
Oh snap!
Yeah. So like you got to tread water. Like you really like we used to practice like we used to use weight balls too. Like we used to use like 20-pound weight balls, and we would like lift them up, and tread water using those. So like it was a good ab workout. Like we had apex and everything. Like it was like more of an endurance sport, and
So,
like we had to tread
Question.
water for like an hour and a half, basically each practice.
so how do you jump out of the water when you have no leverage?
Donald used to be ripped.
You like use
Lil
like
Uzi.
you like do like a like use your legs, Jalen.
Like, so you would have no leverage and you guys are jumping
Just
out of
jump
the
up?
water.
Yeah, you just jump up.
Hey, bro, this crazy.
That just sounds impossible to me, and I could swim. That just sounds impossible.
Donald used
It's
to
a
be
lot.
ripped. Donald used to be ripped like Lil Uzi in that video.
You saw Lil Uzi deadlifted.
Bro.
What was that? Like 275?
270 something. This man had like a
Man,
12
Jack.
pack, fam.
Right? Who knew Lil Uzi was swole like
Lil
that?
Uzi out here ripped. You can tell by the dance moves. You know what
I
I'm
won't,
saying?
I won't want
He
to mess
don't
with
care.
him. That's all.
Nah, that's crazy, man. First of all, I didn't even know you played basketball. I'd have told you to come with us to the gym so we could run. Like I just
Yeah, I
didn't know
never even
Donald
knew
was
you
out here
played
hooping.
basketball. Yeah, I didn't
I
even.
mean, I'm
I've
not
never
that
even-
good, but
I've never even seen you shoot a basketball,
I've
Donald.
never seen Donald shoot a basketball. Bro.
no.
I
That's
barely
crazy.
even see Donald run.
All right, stop playing games, Jay. You can definitely see me run.
No, I haven't. I have not seen you run ever in my
Bro,
life, Donald.
you are always just like cool, calm, collected. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just keep it together. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never seen you sweat over nothing.
Yeah,
Not in no gym. That, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't even
So-
know you had workout clothes because all you wore was suits and khakis.
Oh my God.
No disrespect.
Nah,
My guy.
no disrespect, because it's just like, once again, like I said, bro, I always respect Donald for just like, at least from the surface, confident in your skin, confident in who you
Yeah.
are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ain't even going, ain't never afraid to pull out a little Bible joke. You know what I'm saying? God is good.
I've only been disappointed in Donald one time my whole entire life.
Why
Oh,
are you
God.
disappointed?
This man is, like we said, this man is known for dressing top tier. You know what I'm saying? Always well dressed. Tell me why the only time this nigga did not wear a shirt and tie was at his own graduation when he won the biggest award in the college. He had no shirt and tie.
Yeah, it
This
was a crazy night the night before.
This
Right? It
man,
was a
I was like,
crazy night.
Donald, this
The
man
night
had no
before.
shirt and tie on, and then won the biggest award at graduation. Went up, took it, no shirt and tie on. No one knew. He had the gown.
I wasn't
on.
even expecting that.
Hey,
I was like,
with
I
that,
was completely.
It's times like that. You don't care anyway, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta
he
stay
didn't care.
healthy,
But that was the only time
I was thinking
like, out
about
of all the
after
times,
graduation. I was thinking about what we're going to do after graduation.
You used to worry about the after party.
I worry about the after party.
bro. Night before graduation. Wow, bro. This is
night-
so much.
It was.
Oh,
People
man.
didn't survive, man.
People
No,
ain't make it to
some people-
graduation.
Some people ain't even
People
make it to
didn't-
graduation.
Some people didn't make it to graduation.
Yo, I be
Bro,
seeing
the-
like HBCU graduations, everybody dressed up all nice, bro. St. Ansel College, white people pulling up. They had a cap and gown on.
Mhm.
Underneath is a t-shirt, some shorts, and sandals. Half of like 90%, like sandals, t-shirts, shorts, and some of them got shades on because they hung over from the night before. Like it's so different.
Well, they had that tradition at like the college that like you got to stay up to the like sunrise
Yeah,
for the night before.
Yeah, I didn't do
So
that.
everybody's drinking all the way up to like 4 a.m. Right?
I was in my
And, like,
bed.
you got to get ready to get dressed for graduation by like 11. Like
I was
there's
in
no
my
way.
bed. I was in my
I
bed.
tried, bro.
There's
I
no
didn't
way.
even do that.
So look,
Shoot.
It was fun though. It was fun.
So today we was gonna talk about because of the internet. Now, got a couple reasons why we gonna talk about this real short. For one, I barely listened to it. I barely listened to it. And we could all go around the room and just say what we think about the album real quick, right? I'll start this off. Because the internet by Childish Gambino, okay. I only like two songs, bro. The rest of this album is cool. I can get through it, but this was never one that I could just go back to consistently. Like I totally forgot. Like Jay was like, because the internet. And I was like, I went straight to the internet, like the group. And I was like, oh no, Gambino?
He texted me, he was
We
like,
going back to this?
He texted me, he was like, this by Gambino. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah. So I mean, listening to the album, I was like, it was kind of cool. Like the World Star joint kind of took me back to the World Star days. What's the dude?
That's a long time now. Damn.
Whoever made World Star, I forgot his name, but RIP to that.
It was like Q.
And he passed.
Yeah.
He
World
passed
Star
away,
Q,
man.
Damn.
He passed.
And you know, it was okay. Like it was okay. Now, you know, the next album, you know, he put his stamp on the music.
He switched up his whole
put
style.
His stamp on the music game.
Actually,
with the next album.
No, actually, that wasn't even his next album. You talking about the one with Redbone?
Yeah, that wasn't the next one.
Nah, he had a whole album in between.
Stop playing.
It was like Kawhi and something else.
Well, y'all know which one I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly which one I'm talking about. Stay woke, niggas creeping. Well, Jay, what was your perspective on it, bro?
I barely listened to it as well. Like when you texted me, when I let you know, I listened to it once and then I listened and then you text me like, yo, we doing an album this week? I was like, yeah, because of the internet. But I literally just listened to it right before you texted me. And I was like, you know what? I ain't got nothing for this. I ain't got nothing to say. It is enjoyable. Like I enjoyed a couple songs, but I was like, I ain't got nothing to say. I was more interested in Baby Keem.
Baby Keem, boy.
And that new song by Maxo Cream with Tyler the Creator.
I ain't gonna lie, I know you said that to me. I did not get to it.
Big Persona. That sounds fire.
Mm-hmm.
Maxo Cream is very low key underrated.
Yeah, but especially since we're so for the people who don't know, we're getting ready to do a rebrand. So you know, this is just gotta swaying away from the albums, you know. So you know,
we're gonna change up the format a little bit. We still gonna get into music, but we broader than just music. Like we talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So it is no cream. Yeah. So we just gonna go all over the place. Pretty much. Exactly. We just talk about some things that interested us during the week and just you know give you guys our opinions. But real quick, Donald, man, I mean, I think did you pick this album? Or did
Donald did pick this album.
Donald, you picked the album.
Donald picked this album.
I don't mean to put you on the spotlight, but if you like the album, let us know why.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, like the album was good. I mean, like I let's start listening to Childish Gambino because my college roommate put me on freshman year. When he did like his mixtape royalty, and then like he started playing like the album actually came out when I started college. It was good. I mean, like Childish, like it's like you never like you come off like listening to the whole album and like you had to like kind of fill in a lot of the like details, right? Like because he never gives you like a clear picture, right? It's like kind of like get like your own imagination or put yourself in that situation to make you like understand it more for yourself, right? And they also did like a screenplay, I think, of the album too, like a whole like I think a short video, like 15, 30-minute video or something like that on YouTube. You could look at it about going through the whole album. Yeah. But like I like it. My favorite song was "Worst Guys" with Chance the Rapper.
All you needed was some.
Yeah.
All she needed was some.
It was the beat. Yeah, the beat was great and everything like that. Like just like hearing them how they designed the song and everything like that. You know, Chance just like came out with just like just started saying all she needed was some out of nowhere just in the studio, and they just took it. They just took that lyric and just like added it to the song. So I mean, I just like it because like kind of feels, and he talks about like fame. He talks about like friends going through the whole thing and just like talking about his like lifestyle basically, right? Yeah. But like kind of like fills it in for me and everything like that. Like going through, I don't know, just like as you're going through as I was younger at that time, like 17, like going through life and everything like that, through friends, like you're going through like he was basically going through like a transition into a whole new lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of like felt that, and so. I mean, I wouldn't say the best album in the world, but it was good.
I respect it. I've always
my bad.
What were you gonna say? What was you going to say?
I was about to ask Donald, man. One thing that we didn't get to dive into. I should have dived into, or we was on the politics thing, but it just popped up in my head. You know, sometimes you gotta remind niggas you got people that helped Biden get into office. You know what I'm saying? Because my man Donald right here was on the Biden campaign. Did you like? First of all, like, how was that experience? That shit sounds crazy. Number one, do people on campaigns get any type of fame or what's the word? Some good publicity,
accolades.
Accolades or anything for doing that type of stuff.
I mean, you get a thank you. It was a crazy campaign because it was COVID, right? It was unusual the way we did that campaign because everybody was locked down still, and it really kind of tested your skills and a lot of like you have to like do things differently. We couldn't do the big events that we usually do, that you probably would have saw back when Hillary or Obama was like running. It was like a lot more energy, and we were just online like we are right now doing events. So it was like a lot more work getting the vote out, but like we managed to really bring it through. I like a lot of people I work with on the campaign. You meet a lot of different personalities, different characters, and like create friendships with them. But I think it was great. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a historic election. Overall coming into a pandemic and the way we did it, and finally creating like the first Black woman to be vice president, first woman to be vice president. First woman to be vice president, which is bro.
She was
so it was great.
Howard played Hampton on Saturday, and she was at the game in DC, and my in-laws went to the game.
Oh, so, word.
Mom, because my mother-in-law, she a Howard University alumni. I don't know for the women. She went to Howard University. Anyway, she recorded the coin toss, right? Yo, is it Kamala? It's Kamala, right? Kamala tossed the shit out of that coin. Like she flipped that joint up. The referee had to run about 10 yards to be like, heads. I was like, I bet. But nah, that's you was part of something special, bro. Like that's kind of crazy. Like you really be working. A lot of people like niggas. I'm gonna hype you up because niggas be on Twitter, niggas on Instagram. We do all this talking and shit, but there's one nigga I know that's actually like feet on the ground, like trying to get shit done. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to like just give you your props, my brother. Like,
thanks, brother. Thanks. Thanks.
More respect to you for that, because that's all you, man. I'm gonna take my ass home and kick it. Let you do that work, brother.
Oh man.
All right, Jay, man, what we got? What topics we got today, bro?
We got a bunch of topics this week.
Chris Carter.
We could talk about this Chris Carter interview about the NIL. What's the NIL?
Name and likeness. NIL is name and likeness. So, as former NCAA athletes, you and I, Jay, we were not allowed to be compensated in any way, shape, or form for being an athlete. We couldn't make any money off of our name. We really weren't allowed to take money. We couldn't even take money from nobody. Like if somebody found out that somebody gave us $50 and they might have been associated with the college, that could have been an issue. For some reason, we couldn't get no money. Name and likeness is now made
even at the Division II level, like
even at the Division II level. Yeah.
You know how many people? You know how many people have just given me $20 that I look like in life? like you're telling me?
Yeah. So some of the big like situations in the past, you had Terrell Pryor, former quarterback for Ohio State University. He made money off of signing some paraphernalia. Signed some paraphernalia back in Ohio State, sold it, and he was not allowed to. I think there was something where he couldn't come back or he couldn't play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Reggie Bush.
They took that. He took his Heisman.
Reggie Bush signed. Reggie Bush had an agent before he graduated, and they took back his Heisman. They pretty much that whole championship team.
Yeah, they wiped that team from the books.
Away the national championship team from the book.
That was fucked up. It's like, are you serious? Like.
First of all, everybody remembers that team. And the messed up part is they still play games They still play football games on TV of that team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like how you wipe a team from existence, like how you wipe them from the record books, and it's not like you niggas is Thanos and just snap them out of existence. It still happened. Too late. Take the L. Like
the Fab Five.
Fab
Five, their
Chris Webber.
Final Four and all that stuff is just sitting somewhere in the storage room. Like all that is stupid. So name and likeness now, players are allowed to make money off of their likeness.
Yeah.
Even as college athletes, you got, for example, the quarterback for Alabama. I'm forgetting his name, but he already had like $1 million worth of endorsements before the season even started. You know what I'm saying? Like now you see college kids in the commercials.
You see, you're seeing like Barstool, for example, Barstool Sports signed a bunch of kids. Like from not even like from major sports, from like random sports, like friggin' like the lacrosse teams, the field hockey, like
So Chris
now
Carter,
these kids are making money.
Donald, you know who Chris Carter is?
Yep.
Chris Carter, former receiver for the Vikings. He was part of some of the greatest Madden teams ever.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Legend. Played with Randy Moss, legend. He said. So he did an interview, right? And he was talking about how, he said, because he did a lot of getting paid behind the scenes too. Like he was,
it was, even though it was against the rules, a lot of people were still making money. People still made money.
And you ain't had no choice, man, especially if you was.
As they should.
Yeah, you got a free education.
Exactly. You coming from the hood.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. So Chris Carter was like, if he's saying if he had name and likeness, it would have been 10 times worse for him because he feels like the money that he got while in college led him to doing cocaine.
Yeah.
That's what he
and that was just 15 G's.
I watched the video. Now look, maybe it's just me. Now he
didn't purposely do the cocaine.
Right.
He didn't know the weed was laced.
So what is his logic behind that? So is it just like
he's saying he pretty much
been more wild because he would have more money.
Yeah, he would have been wild with more money because he was pretty much saying like, I think him having that type of money put him in certain rooms. And when he got in that certain room, unknowingly he smoked some weed that was laced with cocaine, which got him
specifically crack cocaine.
Specifically crack cocaine, which led him, which he was somehow able to still perform on the football field throughout all of this. But once he got into once he became a pro, before he got to the Vikings, he was down bad with the Eagles, bro. Like he was in Philly and not doing good. Partly one, because he was in Philly, and two, he was doing a lot of drugs. He had to go to rehab and get his life back together, and then he went to Minnesota and became who he became. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, he says with NIL, like, dude's gonna act stupid.
I agree with that.
He says it's better for the women and the smaller sports that can really take it and do something impactful. I'm like, bro, you really disrespecting niggas right now.
Yeah.
What you think? What you think, Donald? What you think about all this?
I think that, looking at that, like, there's a lot of people who are basketball players, like, who probably, got to take care of family, and you think about, like, the money that they can get that can, like, change their parents' life on a college level. Like, that's huge. Like, they can become entrepreneurs before they even reach the age of 21.
Yeah.
Like, owning their own business, buying their own houses, going to real estate. They
don't even have to worry about going to the NFL no more. All these kids,
some of them are already doing that.
Yeah, like
so.
Right.
I think it changes the D1 dream.
Yep, and I have to say that people won't. Go ahead.
I was gonna say now that the D1 dream was always so like you go D1 so you go to league and so you can be rich. Yeah. Now all you gotta do is go D1 so you can make some money. And if you know what you're doing, at the end of the day, you can be rich.
You can choose to go to league, you not choose. It just creates. You know what the point? I think the whole thing goes to they have options. Like they just don't have to be a basketball player. They can be more than that. You see what I'm saying? Like I can be
it's a double-edged sword though.
Yeah, it is. You could argue that's what they're going to college for though. You're not going to college to make money. You're going to college to get your education so you can make money.
But you should be able to go to college and make money. You should be able to go to college, and while you're in college, you should be able to make money, and you should be able to use college as a quote unquote safe haven to learn how to like make the money. Like college should really be used to advise people while they're like trying different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like for them, for instance, college athletes can what will be best is with the name and likeness to use college to help you figure out. You got these professors and all these and the guidance counselors there, like they should be able to help you figure out, like, yo, these people are bogus. This is a good deal. You should be able to do this and that, and we could break down why. We can help you figure out why. Like there's so many educated people in this space to help you really navigate it, so that because people are going to try and take advantage of them, because these kids are only like 18, 19, 20, 21.
For
like,
sure, especially now they got money in their pockets. But also, we don't even know how much they're making.
Oh, I mean, it's based on who got the bigger name, who got the amount of who got the hustle. You know,
because if you think about it, a lot of these kids that was getting money to go to these schools back in the day, they were getting like 10 G's off the gate, right? And then let's say like you're nice and you just wasn't one of them kids who got money. Now with NIL, you probably still ain't gonna make that money because it's like you probably won't sign that many endorsements.
Well, what they can do now is you can start your own brand. You can start your own brand while you in school.
Yeah, you could do
start a YouTube channel. There was one kid that had a YouTube channel, but
he picked YouTube and
they told him he couldn't play if he kept YouTube.
Yeah, if he kept monetizing
over football, because
he monetized it.
And so, even if you don't,
I'd be pissed now if I was him.
he was a kicker. Even if
he was a kicker. He was a kicker. That's crazy.
Yeah, even if you don't get the big endorsement, you're still able to. You can make a brand name for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can make up your own jersey and sell it on campus and stuff like that.
True, make a couple bucks.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I just think like it's an incentive for them to like stay in college and get a degree and then like make something out of themselves without just having to go to basketball because you're gonna make more money.
NCAA was losing. They was going to lose a lot of money if they didn't do this. Because you know what I'm saying?
If you think
especially
about it,
basketball.
Because the G League was like, yeah, we're gonna take you right out of high school.
G League was overseas, takes you right out. I mean, you go straight overseas, play a couple years, and then go to the league. NFL, I mean, the NFL to college pipeline is pretty much set though. It's hard to. It's gonna be hard to do anything outside of that. But I'm glad that the football players can figure that out. Now the problem with it is, as an athlete, at that age, it's gonna be hard to be all in on football and focus on your business at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they'll make it work. I'm sure they got a team
now they could have
the
exactly what I'm saying. Now they could actually have people to help them with the business, as opposed to like you just taking this money and then you keep it in hush hush. Now it's like, oh, I got so and so. You could even have like your boys you're in school with help you who are business majors. You know what I'm saying? Like help you with the business as they're learning.
There's gonna be what's that show on HBO with The Rock?
Oh, Ballers.
There's gotta be a new season coming soon, bro.
Nah, I thought that was done.
That show got canceled. That show was terrible, bro.
I love that show, bro.
It wasn't that bad. It was a good show.
That was a bad show, bro.
That show was fire.
That show got bad. I
promise you. I'll tell you that. Look, it won't surprise me though if they come back with a season getting the name and likeness.
That show got canceled like 3 years ago.
The whole joint was about this.
It got canceled like 3 years ago.
Yeah, but Succession been in the making for like 2-3 years. It's finally coming back.
Yeah, but Succession was never canceled.
Good. Yeah,
Succession gonna be fine.
That's a good show, but it was never canceled.
That's coming out what next week?
They said Ballers is canceled.
Ballers has missed an opportunity to make another season.
They not missing the opportunity. HBO still
did they make like
they made
they did 5 seasons, so I mean it's a lot.
And they said the last season was the last season. The Rock ain't
what I'm saying is
the Rock is finally an owner of a team.
The show was about this. The show was literally this was one of the main points of the show it would have been cool to see another season that
But
somehow The Rock is
show
into
got
figuring
canceled.
out how to fix all that shit. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
That's what I thought about. Anyway,
please don't make another season of Ballers.
I loved it, man. Shout out. Well, you know what? Everybody from that show is just big time now. Like these dudes have gotten some major roles.
Some of them.
like,
I mean, Denzel's son is like,
yeah,
he was in the Christopher Nolan movie. So
yeah.
And then The Rock, it's The Rock is always gonna be The Rock.
Nah, but even
and then the other dude,
he's on Power. He's on Kanan.
He's on Kanan. That goofy ass.
Who's what other dude?
The dude you watch Kanan?
Yeah.
The one
the
that
oldest
plays
older brother.
The oldest brother. He's
okay.
messing with that white girl.
Yes, yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Good show.
Anyway, all right, not anyway.
With this NIL thing, well, with the money and college thing, like what do you think it would lead to, like corruption? Like this is like what the NCAA was.
What can be corrupt though?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's corrupt about it?
I don't know, but like that's why they didn't want the athletes to make money, because it could lead to corruption. But
I think what it could lead to is, I think what it'll lead to, I don't think as many players will play the big time football, especially if you're already a big name. I see a lot of black athletes
going to HBCUs. Like what's his name? Mikey Williams.
He may or may not. I mean, I don't know. Did he sign anything yet?
Nah, not yet. But he's
looking into it.
He said he'll look into a HBCU. But knowing now, he got over 1 million followers on Instagram. It don't matter where he go to college no more. If he go to a HBCU and just starts making mad money at HBCU, that will be like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I see. I think it's going to be a shift. I don't know when, because this, Alabama's still Alabama, at least in football, you know what I'm saying? Like those schools are still those schools, but I'm hoping we'll see a shift. Shout out to Deion Sanders. I was watching Jackson State versus UL Monroe. Even though they lost, like they was hanging in with them. Like that was big time to like see them they only lost by 6. It was like 13-7 or something crazy. And if more players can go to HBCUs and we get like, more competition, more money going there, there's no telling, like them schools are going to be playing the big time schools and like not only competing, but you're going to get some upsets soon, especially from the HBCU. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope this changes the whole landscape of college sports, showing how you don't have to go to these PWIs to go pro.
These big colleges they're smart. They know. So they're gonna do whatever they can to get these kids to come to their schools.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Want to talk about this Joyner Lucas Karen Civil thing?
I never even heard of this, bro. I don't know who would even want to beef with Karen Civil. Like,
well, they're not really. It's not really like a beef. It's more like,
shout out to Karen Civil.
Karen Civil did Joyner Lucas dirty.
Really?
So back when Joyner Lucas was still coming up, he paid her advertising company, like her promotional company, $60K, his last $60K. Like this was like his last ditch effort to like get on before he popped. And his son was on the way, and he was like, my son's on the way. This is my last ditch effort. If this don't work, then I'm screwed. But like if it works, then I have money for my son for future, for future purposes. So what happened was, this was like 7 years ago, and he's been holding this grudge against it for that long, and he's like, he finally feels like he's in a place where he can say it and not like lose everything he got. So like he came out and he was like, yeah. So I paid Karen Civil stole $60K from me because I paid her $60K to do this, that, and this, promote me and this and that. And then after I paid her $60K, I couldn't even get her on the phone.
Did she not promote him?
He had no idea what she was doing. Like he'd call her and she wouldn't answer. He called her one time. She was on vacation. She actually answered the phone. She was like, don't call me while I'm on vacation. And he's like, I just want to know what's going on. I paid you $60K and nothing's happening. Like, I don't even know what you're doing. I can't even get access to you to find out what the plan is. Like, if you get, they're not like, she didn't give him. And But from her side, it's like, oh, that money paid for this, that, and this and that. But he had no idea.
Okay,
so like,
did it work? Though?
So did it? Did it work?
I don't.
Did she do the job or did she not do the job?
I don't think. From coming from him, it seems like she didn't do the job.
Not if it didn't work out, because I mean, like, she can't be at fault if it don't work out.
But it ended up working out for him because of himself, because of things he did on his own. Like after he did that, like it was like even his managers was like trying to reach out to her and she wasn't like responding this and that. So like,
but did she? So she has a reason.
Her response was like, "Oh, that money paid for this and paid that person and this person and this and that." And like it just seemed like her response was like, we got your money and it paid for this, that, and this. But like, come from Jordan Lucas's point of view, it's like,
it was not good customer service.
It wasn't even that customer service. It was just like no communication at all. Like if she it was just bad communication. And it was like, the communication was so bad, it would seem like it just all fell apart and nothing came from it, from what he did. And it was his last 60K. And he was like, yo, my son's on the way. This is my last 60K. I wanted to work with you because I seen what you did with Nipsey Hussle. And he was like, I would appreciate if you just gave me a percentage of what you did for Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying?
Donald, is there a point of bringing this up 7 years later?
No, it's not, because it's not.
I mean,
to me, it isn't, because
I don't see the point either.
She said what she did with the money, so it wasn't like she didn't do anything and took it for herself.
I just think he wanted to bring it up because it's like
it's a healing process.
It's probably because it's part of his healing process. He was upset because he never officially addressed it. Like he was upset. He was upset like 5 years ago or 4 years ago about it. And he put out a bunch of tweets, and she texted his manager like, okay, this is how you're going to apologize, and sent him the apology that he's going to tweet out. And his manager was like, no, like, what is going on? Like it was just bad business. That's what it seems like.
But legally, she didn't do anything illegally. Like, she did the job at the end of the day.
I don't think she did the job. I don't think, according to Jordan Lucas, nothing was done. Like, he gave it 60K and that was it. That was the end of it.
So here's my thing. I don't know. I just feel like business should be done. If it was done in the public, you can handle it in the public. If you did,
that's what I'm saying. He didn't bring it up. He brought it up years later.
That's what I'm saying. If you did this business behind the scene, then you keep it behind the scene.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can understand being upset if he feels like he was done wrong, but at the same time, last time I checked, Jordan Lucas is now a big time name. It may or may not have had anything to do with Karen Civil. He doesn't know.
Shit. All I'm saying is like, all I'm saying
he
is
could have
like,
worked. Karen Civil could have been like, I see he has some songs.
It's not like he didn't succeed, you know.
You're right. Like, let me take this 60K now.
But he also was told like she would like he, from another thing I seen, he said like that one song, it was one song he made, that one music video when the kid got shot at the end. And she was like, ain't nobody want to hear about that. I mean, and that was like, but that was the music video that got him put on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
so she's bad at her job then.
Essentially, that's what it seems like. Like,
I guess it depends on the artist, man.
Honestly,
that's a weird situation, bro.
Honestly, I didn't even know what like Karen Civil did. I have no idea what her job was. Civil
is like, when it comes to hip hop and business, she is one of the top people. Like, she is a mogul in hip hop. She runs shit. She is all about like she said, like, she is mostly known for getting Nipsey's career, helping Nipsey with promotion and social media. She's more on the advertisement and marketing.
So that's what I think that's what I'm assuming that he paid her 60K for.
She gets you she can get you she's responsible for getting people a lot of brand deals, advertisement deals. She is also, you know what I'm saying, she got her stuff together, you know what I'm saying? So she got herself a little podcast now too.
So the reason I brought this up is because it just came out as a reason like that it started coming back out, I guess. And Charlemagne was actually brokering like a conversation between he was gonna mediate between the two of them so they could talk it out and squash this animosity.
Stay out of that, brother.
Seriously.
But he was like trying to broker he just mediated, like just mediate.
So
the
I'm
situation.
very curious about this, right? Because, all right, I'm not just gonna send somebody 60K. I ain't look in their eyes. Like if I'm sending you 60,000, we gotta look eye to eye.
I don't know how he gave. I don't know if he just.
But I'm saying, this don't sound like he met her in person and was like, "Yo, I need help." This sounds like some like slid in the DM, like, "Hey, what's your fee? That's what I need you to do," and he just sending them money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just don't sound. If I'm giving somebody 60K, I need to meet with you, but I need a plan of what you're gonna do before I give you this money. I would have been like, "Yo, I got 60K for you, but we need to meet and we need to talk about the process." At the end of the day, this is the same thing. This sound kind of similar. No, this don't sound similar to Chappelle, but it's like you wanted an opportunity and you took your chance and paid for it. Whether you got what you asked for or not, is not so. It's out of your hands once the money's gone, bro.
Yeah, he was upset. I think he was just upset out of like every time he would say also that like, which is like I don't like when people say this about Black women. He's like every time I call her, it just seemed like I was inconveniencing her or like she had an attitude towards me like he's like every time I try to have a conversation, I try to call her to find out what's going on, she'd have an attitude or it seemed like I was inconveniencing her and I was just literally just trying to discuss like what's our moves or even set up a meeting to have a conversation about it, even if she was busy. And it was
Donald,
she busy.
Donald, what does a Black woman with an attitude look like to you?
I don't even know because I mean you ain't gonna get like what you want me to say?
Look, you deal with Black
women.
He said. You deal with Black women every day, Donald. Just what does a Black woman with attitude look like?
Donald does not deal with Black women every day. He deals with white women every day because he loves white women.
First of all, I'm asking Donald what a Black woman. Don't take the pressure off of him by trying to put it towards white women. What does a Black woman with an attitude look like to you, Donald?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. To be honest, I can't say. I never experienced that,
You telling me. But a Black man, as a Black man, you have never experienced.
I don't like when that narrative is pushed. Like, oh, she got an attitude. And it's like, what if she was busy?
What does a white woman with an attitude look like?
I don't look.
A white woman with an attitude. What do you mean? When does a white woman not have an attitude?
So are we
talking about Karens of the world?
Are we just not allowed? Are Black men? It's not that we are not allowed. Should we just not speak on how a Black woman deals with us as Black men? Do you not feel like a Black woman attitude?
I just don't like
whatever that means though.
When you have that big of a platform, when you
we trying to figure out.
I don't like when you have a big enough platform like that. I don't think you should like, even if a Black woman does you dirty, I don't think you should speak negatively or say like, oh, she had an attitude problem like in a public setting.
Okay, so
that is like I feel like
that cool, my brother. But
I feel like it just feeds into the narrative of like Black women are always aggressive and angry, the angry Black woman. Like, if she did you dirty, keep it to that. But don't be like, oh, you just got an attitude. Like, if she did you dirty, keep it at that. Like, yo, you did me dirty. She did this. It's fucked up.
You don't want to go to the stereotype thing.
Yeah, like go like, oh, you a fucked up person. Oh, you. Shit, even call her a B word, but like, don't be like, oh, she got attitude. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is like, don't go to the stereotype.
Keep it at the facts.
Keep it at the
Keep it at the facts. Keep it at the facts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keep it at the facts. Even if you do have a feelings of like, if you want to insult her, but like, don't use this typical stereotypes against black women. Like, oh,
you do expect the same in return.
Yeah.
You expect black women to not call us like a fuck nigga or like he was
a fuck nigga does. I'm talking about like a deadbeat, like call you a deadbeat. All right, well, we ain't. You don't have to say that. Just say I'm neglectful.
Why would you want neglectful?
Because because
that's the fact. So
because it's like the stereotype is like black people is like the black men are deadbeat fathers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, would you call them someone?
Is that the only stereotype we got?
We got a bunch of them. We ain't shit. We what you call it? We deadbeats. We deadbeat fathers. We're ignorant. Bunch of shit. We niggas.
Stop.
That's our stereotypes. Man. That's our stereotypes. I don't agree with that. Like,
but stereotypes from black women specifically.
Yeah, specifically, yeah. Like, if you care about protecting black women, you got to change the narrative of how you speak about them, even when they upset you.
You know what, Jay?
Yeah.
I respect that. That is a gem for life. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
We should always keep the feelings and anger that we may have towards black women to ourselves, or not. Don't put that online. If you really got some frustration, call your brother, call your man,
talk about it.
Or talk to whoever you upset with.
But if it's a public spat between you and that woman, and it's a black woman,
you just gotta let her win.
No, you don't have to let.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, you still have you can still go back and forth, but like you can't. Don't
on a public setting.
If you're having, because at the end of the day, whoever don't respond always got the upper hand, bro.
True, but kind of.
I just want to say, I would just want to put the facts straight. Like, let's everybody get the facts, so there's no.
And that's all you got to do.
Yeah,
that's all I'm doing.
This is what happened.
I'm not trying to disrespect.
Say what you want.
I'm not disrespect her or anything like that. I'm just putting the facts on the table. Like, this is what happened. This is the real deal. Whatever you saying,
you don't have to lean into. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to lean into you black B, or you always got an attitude. Like, you don't have to lead into that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, you just always just like, if you have even if you in the wrong, like if you have like your reasons for why you feel this way, and you are in a confrontation like with a black woman, especially over the internet, you don't have to lean. Don't lean into the stereotypical shit, because that, I feel like that just feeds to the narrative.
And I think that all come down. I feel like at this part of our lives, like black men, we still, you know, kind of fresh out of school. Like, we still in our 20s. I think this is a great time for us to really, really focus on working on communication, specifically communicating with black women, which really is more working on, you know, yourself and working on how you communicate with others in general. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but I'm really considering therapy just to work on like communicating. I'm just really not the best at it. Like, I could say some of the greatest things, but my tone be terrible. It's always something that I can never really get the point across. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is just one of those times where that's just because I don't know. As a black man, I never really worked like that. Was something that nobody ever brought across to me, that like actually it was nobody. I've never really been someone that was understood, like literally. Niggas said I didn't speak English. Niggas used to say, Tyler, you not speaking English, bro. So for one, I always spoke low. You know what I'm saying? And then now it's like, okay, now that you can hear what I'm saying, it ain't coming out right. So it's a whole thing. You know, it's a process every day. I don't know. I mean, Donald, you in politics, bro. Like, you good with the words though. Like,
just like I'm good with connecting with people. That's just like, it's a connection. Like, you know, where you're like talking to people and you're like, you know, talking about your candidate. It's like kind of making that social connection, you know.
how do you create a social connection with someone you don't know?
Yeah, I mean, usually that's a good question. Like trying to like understand, like, going up to somebody, like basically trying to ask them, like, I feel like when people talk to people, they like to talk more about themselves and they like to talk about like getting to know the other person. I make the other person the center of the stage and then like take a step back. And then I can like get to know them. And then I kind of like look at the similarities between us when they said like, oh, I've been doing this in politics. Like, I worked in politics too. And like going to like deeper or like, well, it's funny, you went to St. A's, I went to St. A's too. And then like making those kind of connections. And then you'll be surprised that a lot of the strangers, I feel like there's at least one similarity you have with one other person. Yeah. I feel. But you just gotta like take the time to get to know them.
The St. A's
do that same thing with Black women?
Yeah, is that a question?
Yes. Do you do the same technique? Do you use that same technique with Black women?
What is
I do. Anybody have me? Anybody have me?
Like what, nigga?
Anybody
what are you asking? Try to make Donald uncomfortable.
I'm just asking, bro, because I feel like I'm just curious. I was just curious if he's, I don't know if he frees up with women or something like that. I'm just asking in the sense of like, does that apply, what I'm saying, to Black women? Just like, because I was never the greatest at like spitting some games, so I just don't know. I'm just asking.
I'm just saying we can't say that every Black woman is the same. There's a lot of different Black women, like they're individuals. So talk. I worked with Black women in politics, so it's just like and talking the same way. So you just can't say every Black woman's the same. Everyone's different. Everyone has their own like personality, right? Everyone grew up different. Everyone came from different places. So you can't say that that it's not going to be the same thing. We can't generalize how we talk to Black women. I don't think that can be possible.
This leads me.
We can understand that Black women are different than other women because of systemic racism and going through that. We can talk more about that. But like,
let me ask you, in politics, and when you see Black women in the same space as you, do you feel the need to like do more to support or do something to really help lift their voice or anything like that? Or like, how do you help a Black woman in that space?
I feel like I feel like in that space, like I feel like we have like a lot more I don't know if it's the right term, camaraderie or something like that, because we're like, there's not many people of color who work in politics. There's not many people of color who serve in Congress, right? So like when we meet somebody, other person of color that's doing the same work, which is not like normal, that's the wrong term to use, but like it's not a lot of us in that scene doing politics. It's like we get to talk to one another. We can like say like talk about different issues or different microaggressions that we dealt with and kind of help build each other up and kind of create a network with that. So that's why I've seen like working in politics with people of color, from people from like Hispanic community and everything. We do the same thing, but like specifically with Black women, like just helping me build up, like helping me like make connections and everything. We were helping each other out more, and I think we have a lot more to talk about because of our background and where we come from and like the things that we had to do to get to where we are, and also just like, the little racist slurs that we've dealt with in like politics, as you've seen. So I think we have a lot more to like talk about and like how we help each other build, right? How we help each other network and like get to the top. So I think I see a lot more of that. And I'm always going to help a person of color out. I mean, like, I think that's our role, to, as we build social, like as one person goes up, we all go up, right? Like, that's the point. Like, we don't want to pull up the ladder after we get to the top, which some people you've seen done. We always want to extend the ladder and like how to help people. And even like for young people who are coming into like, the political scene, I always like, especially helping young people of color and like lending my voice and helping them make a connection if I can be of assistance to getting them a job or something like that, because we want to see more people, more diversity working in politics. I mean, and when we've seen that with Congress, when we have more people of color there, a lot of things can happen. So we have like I said, we have Kamala Harris is like VP of that right now, and we want to see somebody become president. Again after Obama, right? So we want to make sure not just like president, but we want the Speaker of the House. We want to see the Majority Leader. We want to see more people in the Senate, and that can only happen if we help each other out. So I think that's what I've done.
Talk that talk, bro.
So, that's
talk
right,
that talk for niggas.
We can't leave each other behind. That's it.
That's right, Donald. That's right, Donald.
There you go, man. I'm gonna move on real quick to another topic, man. This weekend, I was heading up to coach some football, man, and I put on an album. Dame freaking Dollar, also known as Damian Lillard for the Portland Trail Blazers. I knew the man could rap, but my goodness, makes good music. Like, very much surprised, very much like, okay, legit.
I haven't heard anything bad.
He got Lil Wayne on there, Lil Wayne on the project.
This is a new album?
I never heard of him.
So,
you never heard of Damian Lillard?
He dropped the album.
So, no.
You never heard of Dame? Wait.
I know.
You never heard of Damian Lillard?
Damian Lillard, the point guard for the Portland Trail Blazers. He had the step back side 3-point shot in the playoffs a couple years ago. He walked away. They was playing OKC.
The man's a big deal.
Did this right here. Did the little wave. Goodbye. Well, go ahead and look him up while we talking about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You never heard. Wait.
I'm sure if you see a picture, you'll know.
You'll know exactly what it is.
So Dame dropped the album at the same time as the Space Jam release.
Oh, okay.
What I didn't really, I ain't really listen to it then, but I followed Dame.
They did him dirty in that movie.
Oh yeah,
he wasn't even starting.
I respect him as a player. You know what I'm saying? I got much respect for him. So, he dropped like 5 music videos. Like he took this serious.
He dropped music videos.
Yes, he got.
I had no idea.
Video.
I had
you
no
wouldn't
idea.
know unless you followed him for real. But he got a whole music video.
I follow my Instagram. I don't remember none of this.
I was like, bro, let me go ahead over and check this joint out, man. I was like, yo, this joint good. He got a song about Kobe at the end, man.
Oh damn!
Like he got a song.
How many songs on the album?
My man got a song. He got the song about Kobe. Got Snoop Dogg on that thing, bro. It's 12 songs. It's 12 songs, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I mean, like, I gotta give this man some credit. This is a solid project, yo. Real solid.
I never give it a time of day. I never give it a time of day.
Check out Dame Dollar. It's called different on levels. The Lord allowed. That's what the dollar's an acronym. Different on levels. The Lord allowed. That's the name of the album too.
So
different on levels. The Lord allow.
Here's
different
the thing.
On levels. The Lord allowed. Yes. That's a long ass album title, but it's
right. That's a real long.
That's long.
This is my thing. This is nice. I'm happy to hear that he's actually good. But like, NBA players have notoriously been bad rappers.
Yes.
So like, it's kind of refreshing to hear he's actually good, but like athletes in general actually have been notoriously, like, remember Antonio Brown was doing his little music thing.
He had the music thing.
But he was going on that little I don't know what's going on with him. I want to say his episode. He had a little episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kobe had a song. Allen Iverson, Melo.
Yeah.
Let me talk about this AI, man.
Shaq.
AI. Like, when people found out he dropped the album, right? And it was big. But then, like, he was really talking some gangster stuff. Like, for some reason, nobody expected a man tatted up with cornrows, goes all out on the basketball court to be cussing his butt off and just talking some real gangster stuff on the album, fam. Bruh, that I feel like, I don't know if I vividly remember that, but as a kid, I remember talking about it like, like surprised that he was just like had this whole other life. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I mean, and it's always basketball players. I mean, AB had like that 1 second, but mostly basketball players with time to make music or something.
It's, you know what it is? I feel like I don't think it's the time. I think they, even with football, they still have the same amount of time to in the off season to make music. But like, I feel like with basketball players, it's the ego thing because everyone sees their faces. So like, they feel like they're superstars. So like, even with James Harden, always want to hang out with the rappers and stuff. Like they know they feel like they're superstars. Everyone where they go, they're treated like the rappers. And like basketball and hip hop have always been like 1-on-1. Like especially like the inner city. Like football has always been like a down south thing. Like when it comes to like music wise,
yeah,
I feel like the inner city, like they don't play football, they play basketball. They don't play football. Is not like a big thing in inner cities, and a lot of hip hop like springs from the inner city. So it's like goes 1-on-1 together. I feel like.
Shout out to Dame. Shout out to Iman Shumpert.
Iman Shumpert made music too. I forgot. See, like,
look, he had a nice verse. He had a nice verse on. He had a
It's,
nice verse on Tiana's.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It was beautiful. He got other things. He got other interests. I think he could draw.
Dame straight though, bro.
Yeah, Dave. I mean, good. It's refreshing to hear he's actually good at making music. But like,
he did 5 videos.
I mean, that's a lot of music videos.
That's a lot of music videos.
That's a lot of money.
And
who's funding it? He's funding that himself.
I might be hyping it up. It may be just one video, but he put like he posted about 8 different scenes from that joint if it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you didn't watch the video?
I saw all the Instagram clips. Like, let me go listen to this album. I didn't watch it. I was like, let me go hear this album, bro. I was just gonna listen to it. I was in the car and I was about to put on Nas, and I was like, let me listen to Dame, bro. Let's let this Dame Dollar on real quick, man.
I probably never listened to it.
You know, he done a couple. He's done a Rap Radar. He's actually been interviewed by Rap Radar podcast.
He gonna have a fan base. I don't think he could ever go on tour.
He was on $1 Million Worth of Game.
I don't think he could ever go on tour until he retires.
Nah, he won't. He probably won't. But he's serious about it. He's serious.
Good for him.
Shout out to him.
Good for him. Sometimes you got other talents besides basketball. I'm happy to hear that.
That's good. That's good.
Right.
That joke just came across my radar. I was like, wow. No,
Meek Mill dropping something. He dropping an
now
album
that
too.
is something to be excited about. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this, man. I'm hyped for this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't too hyped. I usually am very excited for Meek to drop a project, but like I'm not too excited for it. Like I don't have any expectations. Like Championships was so good that was like, and like he's been like low key quiet lately, and like everything I've been quiet, but everything I've been hearing from him lately ain't been that too impressive. So like all his like when they be dropping singles, random singles, nothing's been too impressive. Like his features ain't been that impressive neither as of lately. So like I hope all of this everything that he like he's just doing lasting days go things for like those singles and features, but like I'm not like super excited for the album, and I'm surprised that I'm not super excited for this album.
You too. I'm surprised too because I'm very excited. I really like the album cover. I really like the artwork for it.
Yeah,
I like the name.
Look like a mixtape cover.
Yeah, no.
I felt like it was like a mixtape cover.
Nah, that ain't no mix. The mixtape covers was terrible. Mixtape covers was something else. I like the name. It's
what's it called?
General, but it's Expensive Pain. The name of the album is called Expensive Pain. I really am looking forward to what he has to bring and what he's going to talk about. Because like you said, he has been quiet. I think he's just a man that's happy to not be on probation or parole or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He a man
I
out here just living
I
his
felt
life.
like championships was his peak. So like,
I don't think so, man. I think this
I hope it's not.
I think this is going to be his. Damn, I think this might be his.
I feel like I hope so, because Championships was his best album, I had to say, and it had some duds on there too.
This Championship was definitely his best album. To me, anyway. I don't know.
It's hard for him to top it.
Donald, you a Meek Mill fan?
I like old Meek Mill, like prior to prison, like, but I haven't really been that like.
Really said prior to prison.
Respectfully.
Oh my God.
Respectfully. But like, I'm not as hyped like other rappers who release. I'm not as hyped for like the album. I would listen to it. Like I listen to some of the singles, but I'm not like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it when it comes out.
Like that single he dropped, sharing locations.
Okay.
It was okay.
Donald, who do you enjoy listening to, man? You got like a top 3, or who do you like to
of artists?
Yeah,
I like J. Cole. I think he's changed a lot, but I still like his music and everything like that. His recent album, not better than Forest Hills, but I like J. Cole. Kendrick Lamar lyrically.
It's debatable.
I still stand on this recent album's his best album.
Kendrick Lamar lyrically, I like he just always has a good flow to him and everything like that.
Kendrick Lamar.
It's been a minute since I listened to an album from him, like other than that big playlist thing he did.
5 years.
He didn't drop nothing, but he been featured in a lot of other people's stuff. So, which has been good. So like, and then like, I can't even name a third one really. And I'm not going to say Drake or any of them, because I always feel Drake is more of an entertainer than a rapper.
That's deep. That's tough. That's tough. Interesting.
I mean, he got.
Wouldn't
like,
you just say a rapper's an entertainer at the same time? Like,
no,
rap's like
bro. Rappers.
It's all entertainment.
It's an art.
At the end of the day.
It is.
It's an art.
Rapper is more of an art form than entertainment.
Yeah.
Like they're Cole.
They're poets.
They're poets. Their voices for the people. Like,
they always like you think about Kendrick, like you be rapping, like this man always talking about like issues, like really put you in there, like and then there's some rap that's just like I'm partying or something like that, or like it's really just there's no
really like entertainment purposes.
Because Drake never addresses any issues.
Yeah, I mean he does, but
besides his own issues.
Yeah, his own issues.
Besides his own issues.
I mean, I'm not even mad at that though. Like, if that's your lane,
sometimes you don't need. Yeah, if you don't need to be in that lane, if you don't.
Yeah,
you don't.
I look. I'm not saying that makes Drake a bad person. I'm just saying talking about rap, like it is a scale, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that Drake is bad. I like Drake. I like CLB, but I'm talking about just rap lyrically.
I couldn't fathom being like, we the people.
Well, what was what I remember? I know you texted us. You texted us after the last after the COB episode. What was your opinion? What was your opinion on Certified Lover Boy?
I like Certified Lover Boy. Like, it was good, but it wasn't like everybody kept saying Drake changed and like Drake was different, but it's the same Drake.
Yeah,
with the CLB.
I felt the same way too.
Same flow. Same like
if
lyrics,
it ain't
like
broke,
similar.
Don't fix it.
Like
if it ain't
broke,
broke,
like Drake
don't
is
fix
changing.
it.
Like it's the same Drake that was 6 years ago. So like there's nothing changed. And I wouldn't even say this is his best album.
Oh yeah, it's not.
No, it don't. No. It don't. You know what? I think I might have put too much hype behind it. An album called Certified Lover Boy. I didn't know
what is with you in the name? What is the with you in that name, Certified Lover Boy? You put that name on a pedestal.
When you call yourself certified, I think you gonna come out and let niggas know. When you put certified on anything, that means official. You know what I'm saying? When the nigga says he's certified, that means the nigga official.
I didn't put that.
You can't say certified, whatever. You a certified security guard?
Thought into it.
Hey, are you a certified security guard?
top light security guard.
I don't have a certification. Like in
Then I don't trust you as much as a nigga that was certified.
In Massachusetts, you don't need certification.
I know you don't, but if you were certified, I trust you even more. But I don't trust you as much because you're not certified.
I'm CPR certified.
Oh, I know you gonna save my life then. I know you gonna save my life.
Here's the thing about that. Being CPR certified don't mean nothing because
you got a gun license.
No, I don't got a gun license. Why would I
don't trust you with a gun then? I can't trust you. That's all I'm saying. When you say the word certified, when you say the word certified, it means something, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but you put certified and lover boy. It's like I don't think anything of it. It's like okay. Cool.
Honestly, I was expecting like some amazing, either like some amazing like love battle or something, or some amazing I expected I expected like Coochie's just going crazy.
I
expected to add.
I was excited for another Drake album.
I expected to add about half of that album to the late night playlist. That's what I was expecting when you make an album called Certified Lover Boy.
I'm sick of hearing about your late night playlist.
You asked me why I was excited.
No, I'm just saying. Why. No, I wanted to know what your fascination with the name Certified Lover Boy.
There you go.
Now I know. But like
now you know.
I honestly, Donald, when you heard the name, did you put that much
I didn't. Yeah, as a matter of fact, like nobody really even, everybody just called it CLB. So
yeah, I wasn't.
So it wasn't really that much emphasis on certified.
It's like niggas didn't even niggas forgot what it stood for. Nigga now CLB.
Yeah,
that's the messed up part about
it. I didn't think anything of it. I literally thought nothing of it.
I just like if you gonna call this I feel like he failed on the name. It was a good project.
I think it was a great name. I think it was a great name.
I expected just some fire. I just expected some.
Obviously, it made you have bigger expectations because you it seems like you just really liked the name, and like since you like the name so much, it made you even more hype for the album.
Bro, the rollout with the music video at the Nike headquarters, the nigga crying in the video. I was like, oh, okay. This album got a whole theme. I'm really expecting I'm expecting something. The nigga had a great rollout. And then this Kanye beef stuff showed up. And I think that messed up the whole thing, bro. I think whatever he had in 2020,
I think it did. I think
whatever
it did
he dropped was going to drop in 2020. Probably was way better than what we just listened to.
I think what you call it? I think the pandemic did fuck up the album he wanted to drop. And then man. And then the Donda stuff also did fuck up the album he wanted to drop.
At the end of the day, I like
because I heard an unreleased track. I heard an unreleased track on TikTok that Drake made with Young Thug, and I'm like, why the fuck wasn't this on the album? This song was way better than like half the songs.
At the end of the day, bro, I love music. I get excited when new stuff coming out, and I was just like, yo, I thought this was it. I thought this was going to be like Drake's, I thought this was gonna be better than nothing was the
same. Well,
it was what it was. It was what it was. I'll just let you know why I was like that.
It was what it was.
Was it better than you said? It was better than Donda, right?
I gotta listen to Donda more. Production wise, no, it wasn't.
I don't think it was better than Donda production wise. Lyric wise, way better than Donda.
Yeah,
but the thing about Donda, its highs are really high and its lows are really low. With Drake, it's just like consistent.
Drake's a good look, and don't get me wrong.
If it don't break, don't fix it.
Yeah, but you can improve it. Even if it broke, you could make sure it's stronger. You can make sure it ain't going nowhere.
But that's literally what I feel about Drake now. Once I heard someone say that, I was like, wow, that really does fit Drake.
What's it called? Don't get me wrong. I still play CLB. Like I still rock it.
Yeah, I still listen. I haven't listened to it since Baby Keem came out. I'm a big Baby Keem fan.
I was getting something, but
I'm a big Baby Keem fan now. Baby, so I ain't listened to it since Baby Keem dropped.
Keem got a heck of a voice.
Yeah.
How old is he, bro? His
20.
Can't be that high.
He's 20.
Okay. He's still kind of young. He's still kind of young.
The man is 20 years old.
That's young.
Want to talk about this last topic? We got one more topic or two more topics. We got one. Which one you want to talk about? We got 2 topics on the board. We got Wu-Tang Saga and this Nicki Minaj anti-vax thing, which I find hilarious. This Nicki Minaj shit is hilarious.
Go ahead,
Let's
bro.
do Nicki Minaj since that was recent.
Okay,
they joked about it during the Emmys.
Yo, so have you heard about this, Tyler?
Yeah.
So I guess like last week, a couple days ago, Nicki Minaj tweeted something like, "Yo, you gotta be careful with the vaccine because my brother's cousin's friend got the vaccine and his balls swelled up, and now he was impotent and they had to call off his wedding." And I was like, "What?"
I just like how usually when people be like, yeah, what, like my brother's cousins, ex-girlfriend, friend, went through like what's going on. I'm like, that's like a 5-month person,
right? Like, how do you know this is true? But then I also thought it was funny because it's like all people were like, "Oh, she's anti-vax," and then like y'all just read one of her tweets. She never stopped tweeting. She was like having a discussion with herself on it's like she was having a conversation with herself whether she wanted to get vaccinated or not. But on Twitter, she like the conversation you have with yourself when you start talking to yourself like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe I should get it." But then I heard this, "Oh, but I don't know. I ain't getting vaccinated just to go to the Met Gala, but I will get vaccinated to go on tour." Like she was like going back and forth with herself, and people were like, "Oh, she's an anti-vaxxer," and I'm like, it seems like she would just go and like through that situation of like discussing it in her brain, but on Twitter.
I don't know. I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
get the damn vaccine. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Like.
But it's just like real funny that like my cousin's friend, like it wasn't like a close, like it was different than you said my best friend or my brother told me that, like it was my cousin's friend. Like where you?
It was like my cousin's friend in Trinidad.
In Trinidad.
Yeah, in Trinidad.
Like
his balls swell. He got the vaccine in his balls. So how do you know his balls is swell up from something else?
But here's the thing with that too. Like not to like the kid. Like the vaccines that other countries are getting are not the Pfizer and the Moderna. Like they're like other vaccines that just didn't get approved in the U.S.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So like people be talking about what vaccines. Like my friend in South Africa, I'm like they got different vaccines. So it's different.
Yeah, every country got a different one. Even though the Pfizer and Moderna are distributed or not distributed, manufactured in other countries, it's still like that's the American version.
Dang, bro.
So I just thought it was funny. My cousin's friend's sister's brother.
But why would the wedding get canceled if you
impotent? So she said that because he was impotent, the wife didn't want to marry him no more, so she called off the wedding.
Wow. She wasn't the real one, bro.
Right? I'm like, this story sounds ridiculous. I'm just mad. Everyone was like, she's an anti-vaxxer because of this conversation she obviously had with herself, but on Twitter.
Yeah, man. No, they be tripping off of what I feel like we niggas trip off what celebrities say just a little too much. Yeah. I guess
well look what happened when so is the Dr. Umar? Did anybody hear about that? It was on the Breakfast Club and everything. He got two wives. Well, apparently he's saying it was like a fashion show. That wasn't his wife. That's what he told me. He said it wasn't a wedding. It was a fashion show. But yet on the video, he was saying, "I love these I have my 2 black queens," or something like that.
Oh, that guy is that guy.
Dr.
I don't know whether to believe him or Twitter. So
Dr. Umar is somebody who is, truly dedicated to the cause.
Is he
blindly
even a
dedicated
doctor?
to the cause?
Yeah, he is. He has a PhD psychology.
Yeah,
he has a legit PhD.
Okay, I've just always wondered if he was a legitimate doctor.
He's very educated. He's just.
I always wondered if he was a doctor like Dr. Dre.
No.
No, Doctor. No, he's not Dr.
Or
J.
like Dr. Luke.
Yo, you stupid. Nah, man. Nah.
Dr. Umar too. He's dedicated to the cause. You know.
Yeah,
A
man.
little bit too on the extreme.
Yeah, a little extreme,
man.
Yeah.
Because you see, my brother, if your house not painted black, therefore you like the white woman. Everything must be black around you. Your car must be black. Shoes black. Your wife.
Oh wait,
whole family.
Did you see what he said about the light skinned women? He was saying like, "Oh, you light skinned, so we not." I was like, I understand that a percentage of you is white, that you act this way, but I want to forgive you. I said, Dr. Umar crazy, man. He crazy.
My God, he crazy. He's
so you
crazy.
don't like the light. So apparently, if you light skinned, then you're gonna say you're not really down for the cause. You know, you got too much mixed blood, I guess.
Hey, bro, let me tell you what. Like, understand when I say there's people out there that really listen to him, though, bro.
Yeah.
Like every barbershop. Go into a barbershop, bro.
There's always that one dude who's like, yeah, you know, Dr. Umar said. It's like, why you listen to this fool? I honestly think Charlamagne has him on the Breakfast Club all the time because he just finds him entertaining.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
He definitely is.
That's a fact. I mean, would you send your kids to that school? To the school?
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I wouldn't let that man there my kids.
If he said, look, I would like for your child to come to the school, they get free meals, free transportation to the school. We pay for all extracurricular activities.
Is the school accredited?
Amazing education. School's accredited. And the school's accredited. Would you send your child to the school?
Heavens no.
I don't know.
It's the narrative that they'll be teaching my child that I don't want my child.
What narrative?
When he was on the Breakfast Club,
would you not want your child to learn from Dr. Umar?
I think he's too extreme. He doing too extreme.
I don't want my kid my kid learning from Dr. Umar. I don't want his beliefs being on my child at that young of an age.
I get the oppression. Learning. I get the oppression. I get the systemic racism they be talking about. I get you talking about Black people need to be entrepreneurs. I get that. I agree that we need to own our own businesses. And I agree that we need to be teaching more finance and become financial literate, right? I just don't agree with the whole extreme thing of just like totally excommunicating every other race out of it.
Yeah.
I just don't. Okay. I think like we can. I think that's not the answer.
But, you know what? You're right. I mean, you know, Malcolm X in the beginning of his journey as a being in the nation, he thought that for a long time. Then he took his journey to Islam and was like, that's not right. You know, Martin Luther King was always about that philosophy. But Martin Luther King also said, I'm bringing my people into a burning building.
Speaking of Martin Luther King,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. If I sent my child to Dr. Umar, I know for sure they're going to get a thorough knowledge of Black history.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're going to have a hate for people of other races.
They're not going to have no hate. Dr. Umar don't hate other races. He just don't involve himself with other races. It's not like first of all, Black people like he don't hate. He not like I'm gonna go to war with white people. No, I'm just gonna work with my people, and that's it.
He's like he's the Marcus Garvey of our day. Like he's the Marcus Garvey of our day, in which he didn't believe that I don't even know if Dr. Umar believes this, but here's the question: does Dr. Umar believe that a Black person in America can survive? Or is it his logic that we all need to leave the country? Because he always mentions Marcus Garvey.
I don't know, bro.
And the question of that is, like, you know, we have Black people who are CEOs. We have Black people who are lawmakers. We have Black people who are businessmen, you know, who are manufacturers. And so, like, we're like in the system, right? Like, we're also a big part of building this country because of the years of slavery from our ancestors. So I don't think that we should leave. I think we should work with what we have here and make more improvements. But I don't think Dr. Umar believes that. I think I don't know what his logic is around that. You know,
this is just as much our country as anybody else's.
But
I mean, for us, there's no way we can excommunicate other races in this country and try to be like fully self-sufficient as black.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I remember seeing the episode with Killer Mike. He had a whole series and he tried to just buy black for a whole day.
He ended up sleeping on a bench.
Man, he had to sleep on the bus stop. He had to, take the bus out somewhere to go get some food. It was hard because everything was, everything's connected. Like somebody owns something as a white man, and you just
like
just
even the black-owned restaurant was getting food from a white farm.
Right. We do our best. I mean, we do our best to support black people, but at the end of the day, it's hard, bro. All we can do is really just make sure like our money's straight, and we out here just doing our best, man. Like I don't know what folk be expecting. I don't know.
I think like we invest in one another. I mean, we have we invest in one another. We create a network, to make sure that we are. We have the thing when we support black businesses and everything like that, which is big part of the Black Lives Matter movement too, So, but like we're not going to be like in this day and age, and like just also I would say this: interracial couples in America has like increased, right? So like everybody's on like
every commercial.
On every commercial, like everybody's like, not even just like, I'm not talking about black, white, but black, Latina, black, like, every other race. Like, so everybody's mixed with something. We're all like, it's going like 20 years from later, everybody's going to be like, I want to be Italian, black, like Hispanic, Indian, like everybody's going to be mixed with.
Oh my God.
I got to be a black, white. If I can do it, you can too.
I'm just saying.
Oh my God. What is going on in this episode?
Oh my God.
Oh God.
It's all these black women out here. We talking about, everybody be interracial. So what you telling me is you don't want a black woman.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Jay got himself a black woman.
I sure do.
Jay ain't down with this. I'm playing with y'all, man.
Yo, love who you love. That's all I'm gonna say. Love who you love.
Love who you love. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what they say when you love white women, Donald.
You know what? Jay, I love all kinds of women. All shades of the rainbow. I don't care who you are. That's it.
Look, I've said this in the group chat. I'm gonna end it on this, man. Donald is undercover brother. Okay, so if you see him with a white woman, just understand he is the scout. He is making a scouting report. He is trying to see what's going on that side.
You crazy?
You got to infiltrate through the white woman.
Inside and
undercover brothers. Undercover brothers.
Sometimes you gotta go in, then go back out, then go back in, then go back out, then go back in, then go back out.
Oh my God. Undercover brother.
All right, hey Donald, man. Man, we appreciate you. We thank you for coming on the show, bro. I got to know you a little bit more today, my brother.
Appreciate you, Donald.
I appreciate that, man.
Nah, thanks for having me, man. Y'all doing y'all thing on this show, always going to be supporting and everything like that. Love what y'all doing. Just keep going, man. Keep going.
Yeah.
Facts, man. Where can the people follow you, man? If you want them to follow.
Yeah, if you want them to.
You want them to follow me? DStokes1995, my Instagram. And my Twitter is like, Donald Stokes Jr. It's like my full name. That's my Twitter.
Hey, ain't nobody take it. Ain't nobody take it.
Nobody gonna take it.
Follow through it. Yeah. But it's good to be with y'all, man. Seriously.
Yeah, we appreciate
Facts, man. No, we definitely gotta plan something, bro. I know I ain't been up there in a minute. But we gotta do something.
You gotta come back up to New England.
Hey man, it's just weird, bro. It's just weird, but I'm gonna come up there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get up there. You know what? Here's the thing. If y'all invite me to something, I'll come. It's like every time I talk to y'all, they be like, "Oh yeah, we just threw a barbecue the other day."
Yeah, we don't plan things that in advance.
We don't.
All I'm saying is
sometimes things just happen.
All I'm saying is, if y'all want me to come up there, send me an invite, and I do my best.
Well,
just
you done
send a nigga an invite.
ruined my birthday celebrations every year. So you gotta be with your woman on my birthday. So can't do my birthday celebration.
Like I said, send me an
it's
invite.
your anniversary.
Send me an invite.
You ain't coming to my birthday on your anniversary. It's your anniversary.
You see how you just giving up? You see how you just giving up? I could
always be your birthday, Jay.
I'm not. What'd you say?
It doesn't always have to be your birthday, Jay.
I know, but that's like one time that like you would come up.
I mean, what if your birthday in the middle of the week and then you put your joint on a Saturday or something? Shit, I'll be there. You just gotta ask a nigga. All I'm saying is invite a nigga.
All right, we'll invite you.
I'm not popping up no more.
Okay, anyways. Before we end this episode, we're gonna let our listeners know we're going on a 2-week break.
All right, yeah.
Going on a 2-week break.
All right, look, y'all.
Working on some things.
That's right. We've been having some meetings. We've been talking. You know what I'm saying? We changing the logos. We changing the podcast covers. We keeping the name. We just changing the format.
Yeah, we changed.
All of that.
We're gonna have a new look. We're gonna have a new look. We come back with a new look.
Hopefully the merch will be out.
Like I said, we got a new way. We started the episode. You've seen it today.
Y'all let us know what y'all think. Anyway,
let us know what you think. But we'll be back with some fire,
Yeah, man. If y'all miss us, shoot us a message on No Clearance Pod at any of the social media platforms. You can always email us at noclearancepod@gmail.com if you got any ideas, anything you want us to share to the people. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Man, to my brothers out there, please make it home. To my black women especially, we love you. It's from the bottom of our hearts. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't think we was qualified to do this, well, you're absolutely right. But it's okay. We talk with No Clearance. No Clearance Podcast. Peace.
Peace.